kimbambula, ae, la kimbambula, ae, la kimbambula, ae, la kimbambula. Todo el mundo tiene paso, sobre yumba menos yo. Ae, la kimbambula, taco cicero, te coné, mi cuña de acero, te coné, taco cicero, te coné, mi cuña de acero, te coné. Hay un jilguero que canta y su canto es un intento, algo así como un lamento de dolor, y tal parece que sabe del sufrir que mi alma llora. Dime cómo lo supiste, ave cantora, canta, canta, que ya es hora. Que alguien sepa mi tormento, canta que viene la aurora, cuéntale mi sufrimiento. Tú bien sabes que quien llora un dolor lleva muy dentro. Tú bien sabes que quien llora un dolor lleva muy dentro. Gracias.
Come on, y'all, give it up for Sandra Rodriguez. That was real right there. Come on. That was real business. That just brought me back. I got indigenous for a second. Thought I was a Taino. I was about to go beat some conquistadors up.
Bienvenido a Noches del Cafe, where revolutionaries hang out after the revolution.
Che. Amén. Y este poema va dedicado para todas las taínas que andamos por aquí presentes, Puerto Rico, DR, Cuba y el mundo entero. Taína soy, taína guerrera por naturaleza, alma libre como el aire. Con tus manos solo se crea vida, luchador incansable, madre que abriga, compañera que lucha, taína hija de la tierra madre, taína bella de piel canela, taína que sonríe al dios sol y lo veneras, taína que eres libre, taína tu grito se oye, taína que protege su tierra, taína tu sangre corre por mis venas. Muchas gracias.
Doesn't things sound so much better in Spanish? When she did the second poem in Spanish, it was like, I love Spanish. I really do. Y'all don't understand. I'm going to go home and read a Spanish-English dictionary when I get out of here. But you know, I learned Spanish in school, y'all. Come on, like, vosotros. Like, people don't say that in the hood. Like, Mr. Johnson would be like, Chris, vosotros? I'd be like, dude, Jose don't say vosotros. He says, chequeamo. Chequeamo ahorita. I'm like, what? That's a word. Parque al cajo. I told my dad that once. He said, what do you think? Es estacionar el cajo, coño. That's the problem with you kids.
Me está llamando. Por eso es que pedí la oportunidad para, dentro de todas las cosas, decir gracias. Gracias a ustedes, gracias a su inspiración, gracias al apoyo moral que le dan a Cuba. Nosotros, desde todas las esquinas, lo necesitamos. Sabemos que existen diferentes maneras de pensar y eso es una cuestión del individuo. Pero Cuba sigue siendo y siempre será mi bella tierra. Gracias. Qué linda es Cuba. Una bandera que flota en tus dos ojos abstractos, delineando la moral que constituye tu historia. También flota en la memoria de tu mente agonizante. No te deja ni un instante por lejos que estés de ella. Vas montado en el caballo que te lleva para el bohío. Vas pensando en tu bandera, la que sigues por el trillo. De los tambores que toca, se siente en su cadencia la esencia de la bandera que a tus tambores adorna. Y va tatuada en tu espalda, tú que la llevas ahora. La que se mezcló con sangre por libertad y por honra. La que defendió el Mambí, la que abrazó el cimarrón, por la que murió Martí, Máximo Gómez, Maceo, todo ese pueblo cubano. Es tu bandera, mi hermano, nuestra bandera cubana, la que adoran en Miami, tanto como en La Habana. Hay que orar esa bandera cubana, hay que adorarla de verdad. Gracias.
He's my twin. Say hello, man.
Now that you finish rehearsing, do it.
All right, after a very unique rehearsal, which maybe not, we'll show you some footage of that.
We can repeat that.
No, that's right. We needed a second, maybe even a third camera to get that rehearsal. I'm going over the menu here at Camaradas El Barrio Restaurant. But with me and we're going to start again, with me are two lovely ladies that come here. And your name is?
Mercedes Rivera.
And yours?
Omaira Barrientos.
Now, Omaira, why are you here this particular Thursday evening?
To celebrate my promotion and to celebrate friendship, and we enjoy coming here for the food and the music.
One of the things that she did not say with all of that is that she got a promotion, so that means that she has a job still, and she's picking up the tab. Is that right?
Yes, she is.
Now, I have to imagine that you're also employed, even though you're not getting a bonus. You don't work for AIG, do you?
No, I don't. I actually have, thank God, I have a job still as well. So.
Besides spending her money, you come here for what other reason? What other reasons is there to come to Camaradas?
Just to enjoy the environment, the culture, the food is great, the ambiance, the poetry. The Bombay Plane on Thursdays is excellent. It's definitely a good environment to be around. If you're homesick, missing the island, definitely I recommend coming here.
When you look at the cuisine, Omaira, tell us what it is that you like about the cuisine, excuse me.
Well, it's the reason I like the cuisine here is because it reminds me of back home in Puerto Rico. You know, the grandparents, you know, the capuria, the pastelillos, and that's one of the main reasons that do come here, because it's like close to home, the island.
Yeah, here's one last question about the sangria here, because here at Camaradas the drinks are very special. Which one of you eats all the fruits?
Oh, I do.
You eat the fruits?
I'm constantly picking at the apples, and I'm guilty.
No fruits for you?
Well, as you can see, I only have a few of them in there, so I'm more into the liquid part.
Well, Omaira, Mercedes, thank you for being with us here on Noches del Cafe. We'll be back with more from Camaradas El Barrio after these words. Keep in touch.
This guy's important. He is co-founder of the Olin Imagination Arts Group for social change, working to nurture creative expression, awareness, and communities of color. Look out for his children's book entitled Beba en la Isla Nena, coming soon. So y'all give a round of applause, because this brother sounds like he's doing work, y'all. My biography is not like that. I just wake up and tutor kids.
Out there, how you doing? Okay. So the first one I'm going to read is actually written for the Puerto Rican political prisoners, but now that I'm thinking about it, a few days ago I was reading about the Cuban Five. They were writing letters to their family members and all that, so this poem is dedicated to them too. My hands hold tightly onto iron cages. You see, I chose to end colonialism. And so it is through all types of revisions, conclusions, and judgments I chose, and no one can take that away. What a life I've led, love through plexiglass wire handles, learned to appreciate family visitation, love chats, learned to love intensely through lights out and drop-ins, but do not pity me because I chose, and no one can take that away. Through bouts of doubt attacks, I've held firm. I don't need your pity. I need you to live greatly. Stand, my friends. We can change the world. Our lives do make differences. Our choices do create realities. Stand and choose bravely. Take on the biggest challenges, those ones you feel in the darkest hours, those quiet moments of reflection when we sense our power. Create a better place to live. On dreams of Yunque waterfalls, I pledge myself to the earth. I commit myself to the Yautias and Yucas. Only they know the truth. Why stand by and see them dug up by greedy machines, stored up in corporate boardrooms where profit rules? I stand for the malanga and for the flamboyant. I stand for the morir vivir plants that close at the touch. Because you may judge me, baby, but when I won when I chose. And when it comes down to it, I love you too. When I go, you can wrap me up in palm leaves and put me where I come from, because I'm coming back as a plantain who will be picked from a tree by my children's children, who will tell stories of ancestors long gone who chose freedom.
Welcome back to Noches del Cafe. With us are three members of tonight's mainline band, Yerbabuena, and he's being distracted. Nico, tell us about the band.
The band is a New York-based group started a couple of years ago with leader Tato Torres. Unfortunately, he's not here now, but born and raised here, grew up here in the Barrio with a lot of people originally from the Bronx, some from Brooklyn and in Manhattan. We focus on bomba plena and Boricua roots music in Puerto Rico, música jíbara de la isla.
Now here's another member, and what I have to say, the final looking of the three members of the band. Give us your name and what principal role do you play in the band, if there is any?
My name is Julie Savale, and I don't think there is a single principal role. I think that this is a unit, and one doesn't function without the other. However, what I primarily play is bois, and sometimes the boys let me play barriles.
Yeah. Either that or she just takes it on her own. The name Yerbabuena, if you translate it, means good grass. But what does it actually mean?
Well, I think it also means, isn't it mint?
It's also peppermint.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
So we are rather refreshing, and maybe that's what Tato had in mind.
Very good.
Yeah. Can I write that one down?
Yes, you can. And I think it is exactly that. I think, Tato, by making it urban jíbaro, it was extremely refreshing, to the bomba and plena community, because it took it a little further. He mixed the folkloric elements of what we know as bomba and plena, and he added the fabulous Flaco Navaja, the fantastic Nicola Boy, who are so representative of New Yorkers, New Yorrico. And I think it was a breath of fresh air, and it was what New York needed. And, through Tato's movement, and his vision, I think a lot of beautiful things have sprung from that.
Certainly. Now, with us, of course, is Flaco Navaja, and you add, besides your singing, you add an element of poetry. How does that combine?
I think the beauty of this group is that it gives us an opportunity to all express ourselves in the way that we feel comfortable doing so. We're not a folkloric group like Julissa was saying. We're a musical band that takes elements of our roots and combine that with elements of our existence in New York City. One of the parts of my existence in New York City happens to be that of a poet, and I'm happy to be able to contribute that to this wonderful group and it be welcomed, you know, because it's all a part of us, and this group is a manifestation of all of our elements, all of our influences. Being young Puerto Rican people from New York City and abroad and wherever, we're influenced by all styles of music, by all different types of expression, whether it be poetry, hip hop, salsa, bomba y plena, música jíbara, whatever. We're able to kind of combine all of those things into this powerhouse group called Yerbabuena.
This musical force, cultural and political force, because it's not just about good time and let's party, boy me girl, girl me boy. There are messages in the music that you perform, including the origins up in the Bronx. Tell us what the association is, Nico, of Yerbabuena with Casa de Chema, El Rincón Criollo.
Oh wow! Well, it was rooted in that house, you know, like deeply with like the old planeros of Puerto Rico who came over here of New York, and that's where the group formed actually, you know. So like you say, people coming along and have a good time, the boy meet girl, the girl meet boy, you know, it has a lot to do with the elements of the group, as well as far as the dancing, the songs being sung, and as far as Chema, that's, you can't explain it. It's like it's all in the same house, you know.
All right, this next song goes out to a beautiful young man. This guy, his mom recorded a video of him singing this song and put it on Facebook, and it got like 1 million hits. Little Nico, this is for you, all right, papi? Cool. And it's also for a beautiful young lady who's celebrating a birthday today. Lynette, this is for you as well.
It's on now.
Cada día sufriendo más. Ay Dios, ¿qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir. Me lo cantan, por favor. Hey, voy en campito. bomba. Si no la bailo me voy a morir. Campo, campo, kipi, kipi, campo. Campo, yo vivo triste. Kipi, campo, kipi, campo. Yo sufro más.
¿Qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir.
Si no la bailo, oye, me muero. Oye, campito de mi corazón. Ay, Dios, ¿qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba, yo me voy a morir.
Campo, yo vivo triste.
Oye, campito,
Cada día sufriendo más.
yo sufro más.
¿Qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir.
Hey, desde San Juan para Manatí, de Bushwick, Brooklyn para Flushing Meadow, Queens. Todo el mundo bailando la bomba. Si no la bailan, se van a morir.
Campo, yo vivo triste.
Oye, campito,
Cada día sufriendo más.
yo sufro más.
¿Qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir.
Oye, campito, yo vivo triste, cada día sufriendo más. Ay, Dios, ¿qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba, me voy a morir. Campo, 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 campo.
Campo, yo vivo triste.
Oye, Nico, baila bomba,
Cada día sufriendo más.
yo sufro más.
Ay, Dios, ¿qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir.
Que si mi toca, le digo a Marcolina, Marcolina, échate pa' aquí. Yo quiero bailar la bomba, si no la bailo me voy a morir.
Campo, yo vivo triste. Cada día sufriendo más. Ay, Dios, ¿qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir.
Desde San Juan para Manatí, de Bushwick, Brooklyn para Flushing Meadow, Queens. Todo el mundo bailando la bomba. Si no la bailan, se van a morir.
Campo, yo vivo triste. Cada día sufriendo más. Ay, Dios,
¿Qué será de mí? Si no bailo esta bomba, me voy a morir. On the bass, el vampiro, Guido Colón. Cuidado que muerde. Habla ahí, Guillo. Happy birthday, Lynette. Jose's, or this is for your place. Even though you don't show face, see, we've been around since before the underground. King of the beat B-boys, you know how we used to freeze in the background. Never had to worry about how can I be down, cause I'm New Eureka, man. My people been here since you can remember, man. No one gets it the way we get it on. Yo, my peoples are the two united colors of Benetton. I got a cousin named Tino with an A's in persuasion that I have you fooled. Reparations for my grandmother. She's black enough to own her own 40 acres and a mule, and a cousin so white, but he still grew up listening to Super El Cacu. We are the best dancers, the gangsters, even about our salseros. What? Heck, the most man better than Joe Feliciano. We not just mira, pero, all stories are sincero. Freedom in el vocero. Put your hands on the woman, she'll blow up your little huevo. So other tribal ladies, we better stilettos. Both so beautiful to see my sister make it out the ghetto. We are so blessed. My grandmother cooks us sancocho for the soul in her Studebaker stretch, while my grandfather kills chickens in the projects. There's nothing new to me. That's why I put it down for the Capico Kings of my community. I'm representing Puerto Rocks, reggaeton, hip-hop. Miguel Cotto won't stop with a left hook tan duro. We even got the king of the boy bands, Menudo. Can I get a vaya? For the children of the barrios and playas. Hold your fist like this a little higher. Throw your politics in a bonfire. Can I get a vaya? For the children of the barrios and playas. Hold your fist like this a little higher. Throw your politics in a bonfire. Cause to be Puerto Rican is to be fly. But to be Boricua is to be so much flyer. Can I get a vaya? Can I get a vaya? Vaya. Oye, Campito,
Cada día sufriendo más.
no sufro más.
¿Qué será de mí?
¿Cómo?
Si no bailo esta bomba me voy a morir.
Si no la bailo, oye, papi, all right? I love you a lot. Happy birthday, Lynette.
Yes, this is Shai Kien. It's her birthday. She's 21 now. You have an uncle that's looking for you. What brings you to Camaradas?
Good times.
How good are they here at Camaradas?
Very good.
What do you like most about Camaradas? Notice how she just gives you the answers right away, no conversation. What do you like best or most about Camaradas?
The group.
Which group is that?
Yerbabuena.
A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Que yo son mucho y me quieren pegar. A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Por detrás de la calle larga hay un palo de comer y el pollo que cae ahí pía pero no se ve. A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Yo pasé por la gran finí, el pañuelo se me cayó. Ya leo en español para que todos me entiendan bien. A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Yo pasé por la gran fini, el pañuelo se me voló. Ya le hablo en español para que todos me entiendan bien. A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Que ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Por debajo de la gran fini. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Son muchos y me quieren pegar. Yo pasé por la gran finilla. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. En palo de comer. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. En palo de comer. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren pegar. pegar. Baila, baila bien buena vida. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos me quieren dar. Son muchos me quieren dar. Son muchos y me quieren pegar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Mira cuando Nico toca ya. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Toca bien y suena bien rica. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A esta línea yo no voy a cruzar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Camarada, estoy bien segura. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. Son muchos y me quieren dar. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy ya. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea yo no voy. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. 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 A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar. A la línea no voy, mamá. A la línea no voy, papá. A la línea no voy, mamá. Ellos son muchos y me quieren pegar.
Liberated, and they have some of the best doctors in the education system throughout the world, so I feel pleasure to be a part of this event tonight.
Now, you're here as the master of ceremony for Melissa Montero, who's a filmmaker who's spearheading this delegation to Cuba with the Venceremos Brigade. How were you contacted with them?
I was contacted by one of the members, Natalie Tejada, who goes by the name Pura Cepa, a very talented female in the New York City, poem scene. And she informed me to come down here and to support and to show my, my enthusiasm for such a great event, and for them to travel to Cuba, even though it's a blockade. We will freely move wherever we want in this world, and we will support those who need support, and that's why I'm here tonight.
Excellent. Now, Camaradas, unlike a lot of places, welcomes people with that type of perspective. Does that make this kind of place a special place to be?
Of course it makes it a special place. When we live in a country, we are not allowed to say what we want. We are constantly brutalized by the police. Brothers like Sean Bell and Oscar Grant become assassinated and nobody gets in prison. So places like this are necessary in the times that we are living in, when a president who's been elected might not be the answer to the problem that we have. The answers are here in small community events where people care about the future of our generations and don't just talk about it. Here we do it.
Excellent. Now, in terms of the Rebel Diaz Art Collective, your South Bronx base, your different artists, and of what genre, what disciplines?
Well, basically what we represent at the Rebel Diaz Arts Collective is freedom. We allow people to create whatever type of music or art form they want. I'm also a sculptor. We hold classes to teach kids how to do sculpture, three-dimensional sculpture, painting. We have workshops to show kids how to make music production, and basically we welcome all musical genres. The group Rebel Diaz is a hip-hop Latin group that is politically involved and communally involved. We also have, singers from, the group. Yerbabuena Flaco has come through and worked in our facilities. So we're basically open to all who come with a positive message and a positive attitude.
And that's what not just Camaradas, but Noches del Cafe is about. To show you the spaces and the places and the faces in particular of people that are involved in their communities, involved in the development and advancement of their nation, by providing alternative information that is otherwise left out. If people wanted information about the Art Collective, how can they reach out?
You can go to Facebook. We're on Rebel Diaz Arts Collective on Facebook. We are Rebel Diaz Arts Collective on MySpace. You can go to rebeldiaz.com. You can also contact our house. I have the number.
Technology is a marvelous thing,
I just looked at my cell phone, y'all. The number is 718-708-4701. You can call 24 hours a day. We are always available for help, even if you don't need to record. We are also trying to portray to our communities that we are a safe place, a safe haven for people to be able to express themselves and live in a way that's positive. We're part of the community, we're for the community, and we are not represented by any organization or corporation except for ourselves. So we are not just here to make music and to party, we're also here to make sure that people live lives with fulfillment and get the opportunities that they need in our society today.
Kids don't play anymore. The Skelzy top dealers have gone out of business, while adolescent energy is focused in other directions, like making babies. Yo, how many of you got, kid? Y'all got 3. I just bought my seed, this new blue and yellow Eddie Bauer stroller, yo. My joint is fat. I walk down Florida Road with my shit. All the girls be looking. Yo, I got mad numbers the other day. Meanwhile, I see 15-year-old girls beating 2-year-old daughters for yelling and being the children their mothers could never be. Kids playing tag with Glocks and techs and cops and robbers with the NYPD. I guess the real deal's a lot more fun. Young hip-hop disciples quote the gospel according to Biggie. They got the 10 crack commandments down packed but can't honor thy mother and father. ABC, NBC keep us distracted. BET and MTV raise our children, turn them into little P. Diddy's and Marilyn Mansons. I'm often asking whatever happened to the days of old, when we used to play freeze tag and Ringalivio. Kids seem to be too busy blazing. Learn how to roll a blunt from Redman. It's amazing what his motivational tapes can do. Have a little 5-year-old getting into a play fight talking about, wait till I get my crew. Summer nights have turned cold. Dry sprinklers and rimless basketball hoops adorn cemetery-like playgrounds. And the PAL doesn't help. They just give you basketballs to distract you from what's going on. Now, amped by all the images they see, there's no more steal the bacon or red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. We went from Kool-Aid to Mystics to 40s, Skelzies to basketballs to rapping and shorties. And it turned into a sport, see? That's why my soul bleeds words of rage on this stage. Cause society has made it so that kids can act their age. Bambula, se allá. Contigo nada más. Contigo nada más. Contigo nada más. Contigo nada más. Bambula, se allá. Como va. Contigo Yerbabuena, baila, baila, que baila, baila, nena ya. Ese picoteo que tú tienes, mi primo te responderá. Bomba, bomba, bomba nomás. Cesa, que cesa, cesa nomás. Bambula, al estilo Yerbabuena, ya tú sabes cómo va. Ese piqueteo que tú tienes, mamá. Mi primo responderá. Bailamela en la punta del pie, bailamela que tú sabes cómo va. Bambula, bailame la bomba, bailame la bomba, bailame la ya, ya, en la punta del pie, ya tú sabes cómo va. Bambula, la bomba rica de Yerbabuena. Báilame la bomba ya, al estilo Yerbabuena ya. Mi primo te responderá, ese piqueteo que tú tienes ya mire bailar. Bailamos, baila, danza, báilame la bomba ya. ¡Bomba! Báilame la bomba ya, al estilo Yerbabuena, ya tú sabes cómo va. ¡Bomba! En la encendida calle Antillana va, de Bandumba, de la Quimamba. Bambula, rumba, matumba, cadumbe, bámbula.
Bienvenido a Noches del Cafe, where revolutionaries hang out after the revolution.